Hi, it's Stephen Ross, author of Doors Open When You Knock, a Realtor's Handbook for Boundless Opportunity and Freedom, but I'm also the antisocial introverted realtor. I mean, the antisocial is maybe iffy, but I really am kind of antisocial. But I definitely am introverted. The introverted realtor that knocked on over 125,000 doors. Yes, 125,000 doors. So I know what I'm talking about. All right, today we're talking about how to take your fear, like real fear, like terrifying fear of knocking on a door and turning that into unbridled confidence. What do you think? Right? Because if I ask you, hey, let's go door knocking, or we're on a call and you're like, I'm going to door knock tomorrow, the odds are you will not. I mean, some of you watching are like committed to the process and you'll do it, but there's lots of you who would love to do it, but just can't get over the fear of doing it. Can't get over the fear of like, well, what if people are mean, or what if people are jerks, or whatever the what ifs are. And so what I'm talking today is, what would it be like if you had unbridled confidence? Like if you could just leave your house and get in the car and drive to where you're going to knock, or if you're going to knock in your own neighborhood, just walk out the door and go. Like really, what would that be like? It'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Just like, I know what I'm doing, I got my stuff, I'm out, I'm going, I know what to say, I know what to do. Well, you got to suck before you're going to become great. So the first thing is you got to get over yourself, right? You got to get over that it doesn't matter how you look. When I first started, I was terrible with a capital T. Really, really, really bad. Really bad. It took me, the first year was so bad, I can't believe I didn't quit. Like really bad. So the first thing is you got to be willing to be bad before you can be great. And then the next thing is, I mean, yes, you do have to learn some things. You do have to get some prep done and all that other stuff. But here's my main message for today. If you really, really, really want to have confidence, you've got to think about the future you. You got to think about not your current you who's terrified to going out, but the future you who has absolute mastery over the process. So think about this. If you decided today, right, today, in this moment, I'm going to knock on doors for the next 12 months or 40 weeks, whatever. I say 40 weeks because we have off seasons and stuff like that. So let's just say 40 weeks. So over the next 12 months, which is 52 weeks, 40 of them you're going to be at the doors. Okay? And you go out 4 days a week and you knock on 50 doors a day. All right, so let's recap the math. 40 weeks, 4 days a week, 50 doors a day. That's 200 doors a week over 40 weeks. What is the math? That's 8,000 doors. 8,000 doors. Now, 8,000 doors, that meant 160 times you got in the habit of getting yourself ready to go out and do this thing you're at the moment terrified to do. But after 160 times, do you think you'll be terrified? Probably not. Doesn't mean you're going to love it. You may not even be great at it, but the terror is likely to be gone. So first off, you got to be willing to look bad and then know that over time, keyword, over time, you're going to get better. And so again, 160 times you went through that, you knocked on 8,000 doors, you talked to probably at least 1,600 people, figure 20% of the people are going to answer the door. So 1,600 real estate conversations. How many real estate conversations have you had over the last 12 months? I coach and train a lot of agents, and most agents, one, cannot answer that question, and number two, very few talk to more than 5 a day. Very few talk to more than 20 a week. So very few. So if you had 1,600 real estate conversations, you're going to be better. I mean, you may not be masterful, but you're going to be better. I had 1,600 real estate conversations in my first year and I still sucked. However, it was better than where I started. And that's the key, is to overcome the terror of doing it. Again, you have to be willing to look bad, but you have to look into the future and see yourself as getting better, as becoming masterful at your craft. Because the one thing I can absolutely promise you is if you choose door knocking as a path for the next 40 weeks, whatever you choose, you are going to be better. You are going to be more confident. You are going to be more competent because you're going to have a much better feel for real estate, the neighborhood, the dynamics, and the more competent you feel, the more confident you feel. So see, these things go hand in hand. All right, so that's it for today. If you want to get rid of the terror and have unbridled confidence, you just have to commit. If you need help doing that, then click on the link below. We can either schedule a time, you can do one of my programs, you can watch one of my other videos so that you are out there becoming more competent and confident. See you in the next video.